So the first thing we want to do is go to our little web server that's running on the FPGA board. Go under Development, click on Install, and install the Community Edition for the tools for the application development. When you go to the Community Edition website, it'll ask for a bunch of information. Prior to allowing you to download it, of course, I'm not going to show you that information. This is the email you receive, so just click the link as to whether you want the Linux or the Windows version. Once you get back to the Intel site, you'll need to actually log in to be able to download the software. So if you haven't already created your credentials, go ahead and make it. Then you'll see this page. So at this point, you should click on the Download Quartus Prime, and you'll be offered various editions. Of course, you want the free version, the light version, and doesn't require a paid license. Use the direct download link instead of using the download manager. You'll find that things go a lot easier if you just don't use that stupid download manager. Okay, so we finally downloaded the development software. Let's first install, well, I guess we have to unzip it. Extract all. And then run the setup. Accept the agreement. Well, we're just going to go ahead and do this anyway. Well, you find that installing the ARM DS5 is not too bad, but wait until you start installing the other software. That's one down. Let's install a Quartus Lite setup. Well, couldn't actually believe how freaking long it actually took to install this software. I have a very high-end machine. I run multiple VMs on this machine. I have 32 gigs in it. It's an i7. It's maxed out to the nth degree, and still it took well over an hour. It might have even taken 2 hours to install this software. So I recommend that you start it and go have dinner, go watch a movie, and then come back. So we're about to super speed this up to 100 times speed so you don't have to be bored by this video. Okay, I cut out a little bit too much of the video. Now it's going to install the Blaster USB drivers. Okay, now there isn't a lot you can do unless you have an IP license, and so you have to go to the Intel site and sign up for the educational license. At this point, it would probably normally bring up your web browser to the appropriate web page. It asks for a whole bunch of personal information so it can send you the license. Just go through all those pages. It's annoying, but it's a requirement. And you'll end up getting licensed through an email, and you can load it later when it gets to that point in the installation or its startup. Well, after you've started up the DS5 Development Studio, you should do an update. I thought I'd check at this point to see whether or not that mysterious CDC serial device driver would have been installed, but apparently not yet. So anyway, go through and issue an update, get all the new tutorials and videos. You won't be able to do the update unless you allow the software to go through your firewall as well. So just allow the access. Now this error was a bit of a mystery to me. It may be because I had an old version of Eclipse on my system. It is a development system I use all the time. Now you can't see the splash screen that comes up on my screen because it happens on the other monitor. But after starting the system again, I decided I'd do another update, make sure that everything was up to date, maybe resolve that mystery error, but it didn't actually resolve it at all. Okay, now it's time to add that license we received through the email. I won't show you the actual file name because it actually has some sensitive information on it. You'd think after all that we would be ready to go, but no, we still need to install the device specific information for this. Now, normally you could just click on that link and it'd go to the web browser, but I have my system quite locked down, so I have to actually manually type in the web address. So here we are again at the Intel site. Don't use the blasted download manager. It's just another piece of software that you don't really need on your system. At this point I was getting a bit confused, going, well, where's the software that I actually want to install, the device drivers? And basically it doesn't show you until you get rid of this stupid download manager. So again, don't select it, and instead use the direct download link, and then you'll be able to see everything you actually need. So the unit we actually want is the Cyclone 5, so make sure you select that. It also seems Intel doesn't know how to read the registry and find out where the download directory is, because I don't have mine in a standard location, and they just assume everybody is using the same location everywhere. And again, a horribly long install time. I just cut it short so you don't have to go through it. We're actually at a point where we can start doing a project, so let's stop here and make that the next stage video.